Good night, good night, good night, everyone. Good night to my panelists. Are you able
Good
to hear
night, sir.
me? All right, that sounds like Ren. How are you doing?
Good.
All right, let's see if we can get this show on the road. So I see Life with Ashley, Tessan, Carlos, Adriana, that looks like Sharice, Shamika, or Shamika. I see Leon. Good night to you all. All right, so I hope that you are hearing me clearly here in our little session. And for those who are watching on YouTube as well, I hope that you're hearing me well. All right, let's go with it. We're looking at our ability test. We continue to look at that. And we want to remember that the types of questions to expect include verbal reasoning questions, where we're going to be looking for word relationships such as analogies, antonyms, synonyms, homophones, homonyms, comprehension type questions based on some scenario. All right. So we can look out for those types of questions. All right. Let's go. Logical reasoning, we need to be able to sequence things, and when we're sequencing things, we're looking for some rule or pattern. Quantitative reasoning, we look for how numbers can be sequenced and working with numbers as well. So some exam tips: let's make sure that we read our questions more than once, that we pay attention to important words that may be in bold type or they may be underlined. If necessary, you can use the process of elimination, and you need to check your answer to see if it makes sense. Let's complete a few analogies here. So let's start with this one, and I'm going to give this first one to someone in a member of our panel. Uh, let's see. Golding. Let's start with Mr. Golding. Golding, number one is yours. Could you read it for us? All right. Not hearing Golding. Maybe he's not ready. Um, Ren, are you able to hear me?
Yes, sir.
All right. Take number one then, because we're not hearing from Golding just yet. So go ahead with number one.
Dog is the puppy as cat is the kitten.
All right. What is the big idea in this question? What are they trying to determine, if you know what?
Sir, the puppy is the small dog, and
Mm-hmm.
the kitten is a small cat.
All right. So they're looking for the baby of the particular animal in question.
Yes,
So the
sir.
the baby dog we would call a puppy, and the baby cat we would call a kitten.
Kitten.
Let's throw this over to the people who are on YouTube. Bird is to nest as bear is to, and I'll look for the answer there, and then when the answer comes up, I'll bring it on screen so that we can all see and highlight the person who so I'm seeing here Leon says cave. I'm looking for another word. I'm looking for a word that starts with D. So let's get that from the people in the chat. Anybody a word that starts with D? I'm seeing cave again. A word that starts with D. Anyone? Not seeing the word I want. All right, let's give that one a minute or two. Let's go back to our panel. Sade. Let's pull Sade in. Sade, how you doing? Number three is yours. Could you read it for me, please?
White is the black as up is the down.
Very good. What's happening in that particular analogy there? What are they looking at?
Opposite.
Opposites, right? So the opposite of something white, we could say it's black, and the opposite of up would be down. All right. So here we have an answer. This looks like Hassan. I hope I'm doing justice to your name. The answer that we were looking for at number 2 would have been bird is to nest as a bear is to den. Thank you very much, Hassan. Let's go to number 4. Number 4. Um, let's see if we can get someone else here. Um, all right, let's see if we can pull in Brianna. Let's see. Bree, how are you doing?
I'm good, sir.
All right, great. Let's take number 4. Chef is to food as a sculpture is to.
Artist.
Not what I want. Not what I want. The chef works with food. What would a sculpture work with? Takes a little time to think about it. So we're looking at what these people work with. Let me give you a hint. I'm looking for a word that starts with S.
Stones.
Very good, very good. And again, Hassan has the correct answer. All right, thank you much. All right, great. Last one here. Let's go back online and let's show this one for our YouTube audience. Like is to love as dislike is to. And let's see if we can get that one. So let's take, very good. So Nathan has it here as dislike would be to hate. All right, good one, good one. Thanks much for that. All right. All right, so let's move on now. So we have done our analogies, a few of them, and we need to remember that they are relationships. We're going to look at the first half, look at the relationship that has been established there, and then try to figure out how to best complete the analogy. Let's go on to this now. We have here which best completes the following. Let's see. Let's see who we can bring in from our panel for this one. Let's go. Let's go. Haven't heard from Leon. Leon.
Yes, sir.
All right, great. Number 1 is yours here. Read that for me, please.
Be careful how you dust the table. We do not want to break the vase.
So sometimes mommy might ask you to help with the cleaning up and so on. How you do it, you have to be careful, right? So that you don't break something, And if you look and you see mommy's wonderful plant here, the flowers that gives the living room a certain atmosphere and all of that. If we break it, we're in trouble. Which break are we talking about?
Sir, the one on the left.
No, spell it for me.
Break.
Break, and that would be correct. I see another answer here. Thank you. You can mute now. So Charlie has the answer as well from our friends on YouTube. Let's go with this one. All right, so let's take someone from YouTube now and let's see. The suspected thief was placed in the cell as the police sorted out the statements from the eyewitnesses. And this is what the cell would look like. How do we spell that? Let's go with that one. All right. See, giving a few more seconds. Let me take this one. I see Tessan. Tessan has the spelling correct. All right. So if this one means the place that we put the people in, what would SELL mean? Let's get that from the chat. What does that mean? Anybody wants to define that one? Same sound, but different spelling and meaning. Anyone? Going once? Not seeing an answer coming up yet. Okay. I'm seeing Leon saying to give something for money or to give something in exchange for money. Okay, and I'm seeing Tessan here. Sell means to vend. Okay, all right. So we're getting closer to it. So to give something, all right. So here, Hassan again, well done. To give something in exchange of or in exchange for money. All right, that's good. Let's move on now. Next one. All right. So here we go. Let's see. We heard from Leon. Let's pull Adriana or Ariana. Ariana, how are you doing? Able to hear me, Ariana?
Fine, sir.
All right, great. This one is yours. Could you read it for us?
Yes, sir.
Go ahead. Not certain she's hearing us.
And
It's
scent of the
perfume.
of
Not hearing her
perfume
clearly. All right, let me read it and then you give us the answer. The scent
the
of the
room.
perfume filled the room. Okay, so here looking at this picture, we see this lady holding this bottle of perfume, and after using it, the
Which one is
scent will fill the room. All right, so what's your answer? Which one of those spellings would best fit what's supposed to be there?
The one with the S.
The one with the S. All right, so that one works for us. And also I see Christia. Christia here has the right answer as well. And the other one, Charlie, is saying here cent is would refer to money as in coins. You know, we have dollars and cents. All right, cool. So we have that down. Thank you very much. Let's pull another one. Let's go to YouTube now. So YouTube people, this one is yours. This recipe asks for 3 cups of flour. Let's see. Let's see who will get that one. All right, I'm seeing. Look, let's go. Okay, so let's see. Daniel here has 3 cups of flour with the spelling being FLOUR, and we have a lovely, I don't know what flavor this would be, but certainly decorated nicely, right? And let's go. Charlie here is saying that the other one would be like a rose or anything like that. All right. Thanks much. All right. Tessan says here flour is a type of powdery substance that is used in different kinds of pastry. Well said. Well said. All right. So let's go now and here we have some working out to do. This one says a number is multiplied by 12, the result is doubled, and the answer is 72. What is the number? We have a number, multiply that number by 12, then we double the result, and we get 72. What was the original number? Seeing several answers there. Interesting responses here. Okay. Seeing a few responses here. All right. Let me see if we can get this one right. All right. So let's see. Tessan, I like this response. Let's pull this up and see. Tessan says 72 divided by 2 is 36, and then 36 divided by 12, that would give us 3. And I like that response. Okay, so let's look for the number there, 72. Then we could find the half of that, and then afterwards we could divide that number by 12. So we're reversing the sequence, so to speak, in order to get that. Well done, Tessan. Lovely thinking there. Let's go next one. Let's see. Let's see this one on screen. No, this one says Martin in 6 years time will be 30 years. In which year was he born? All right. Let's see. Give it a little time. Again, Martin, 6 years from now, Martin will be 30. In which year was Martin born? All right, Tessan says here in the chat, let me pull this on screen. She says he was born in 1997. All right. You want to tell us how you got that answer? Let me see if she's a part of our panel. All right, Tess, you have to tell us how you got your answer. What were you thinking of? What were the steps that you took? All right, let's see what Tess has to say here. Let's pull this on screen. Okay, so she says 30 years minus the 6, that would bring us to 24. So he's 24 years old now in 2021. And of course, this question will depend on the year that we're doing it. So next year we'll get a different response. And then in 2021, we take away 24 years from that, and we get 1997. Well done again. All right, and Odin has the same response there, as well as Leon. All right, great thinking, guys. Let's go. We have 1 or 2 more to go. All right, the product of two numbers is 225. Now, one of the numbers is 15. What is the other number? See who will get this one. All right. And while you guys are working, just want to say hi to a friend, a fellow YouTuber. Um, she wants to say congratulations on the live and the blessing straight from Nova Scotia in Canada. All right, thanks much, Besami. She read a story for us the other day. We were able to use that story in class. Um, thanks much. Really appreciate that. All right, great. All right, let's get back to again. I'm seeing a few responses here. Charlie says 15. All right. Tessan says the square of 15 is 225. Therefore, 15 multiplied by 15 will give us 225. That's a lovely explanation there. 876 Gaming also with the correct answer. Let's see what Hassan has to say. Hassan says 225 divided by 15 is 15. And to check our answer, love that. To check our answer, we multiply 15 by 15, which will give us the 225. Love the approach that you guys are taking. We recognize that the number 225 is a squared number. We recognize that 15 by 15 will give us a 225. All right, great. All right, great. Let's go with another one here. All right, so this one, we are expected to complete these two last slots here. We've been given some numbers in a sequence. All right. Can we fill those ones out? Here you guys again. Sam is saying great job, students. Love that. Encouragement sweetens labor. All right, let's go with this one. What could those two slots at the end be? All right, looking for a response. Looking for a response. Looking for a response. All right. Gonna look. I see here Tessan, Hassan, Leon. I even see Hope there. See 92 and 90. Can somebody tell me what the sequence, the rule, or the pattern would be so that we know what's happening between the various numbers as we move down from 120 to those two last ones that are there? All right, Tessan quickly says here, Tessan says the pattern is to first subtract 8, then 2, and therefore 100 minus 8 will give us the 92, and then 92 minus the 2 will give us 90. Well done. Okay, and let's see here. All right, cool. Hassan says he gave the reasoning above. Yes, and the pattern would continue. All right, let me see. Okay. All right, great. Cool. All right, let's see. I think we have just one more. All right. Let's go with this one. So here we have 81, 72, 36, 27, 108. These are all divisible by what number? Let's see. Let's see. 81, 72. Somebody says 9. Yes, those are all divisible by 9. I'm looking for a divisibility rule, so I'm not going to take 9. I'm looking for something smaller than 9. Yes, they are all divisible by 9, but looking for something smaller than that. Tessan has it close there. So Charlie comes up with this. They are all divisible by 3. All right, so there's a divisibility rule of 3. And for that rule, let's see. Somebody give me the divisibility rule of 3, please. How do I know if a number is divisible by 3? Yes, Golding says yes, they're all multiples of 9, but what I want to focus on, Golding, is the divisibility rule of 3. Okay, all right, so let's see. Yes, we know, Leon, that they're all multiples of 3, but what does the divisibility rule of 3 say? All right, so Tess, let's go with Tessan. Let's go back to Tessan here. So our rule, we're going to add both digits. If the sum is a multiple of 3, the number is therefore divisible by 3. Let's take that and see if we could apply that. So for 81, we add 8 and 1 and we would get 9. 9 is a multiple of 3, or 9 is divisible by 3. So that applies. 72, 7 and 2 would make 9. Therefore, 3 could go into 72 as well. 36, 6 and 3 would give us 9. 27, 2 and 7 would give us 9. And 108, we would add what? We would add 1 and 0, giving us 1, and then 1 and 8, giving us 9. So 3 can go into all those numbers. All right. So please remember divisibility rule. Those rules help us to be able to quickly identify factors that can go into other numbers. Okay, so this is helpful when we are trying to reduce fractions and so on. All right, let's go with this last one. Maria sees a dress for $8,000 with a 20% discount. How much would she pay for the dress? When all is said and done, how much would she pay for that dress? Interesting answers coming up here. Not to worry, this is our last question. After this, we're done. So let's go. All right, let's take Hope. Hope says 6,400. I wonder how we got that answer. What would be the amount of the discount? The amount of the discount would be $1,600. All right. Anybody wants to write and tell us, how we got that? Is it possible for us to do that? Give us a little bit more detail. Tessan says 8,000 divided by 5, 400 times, that will give us 150. A A little bit more than that. A little bit more than
Sir,
that.
you minus 1,600 from 8,000.
All right. But how did we get that 1,600 there? What did we need to do to get that?
I put 8,000 over 1 times 20 over 100.
And when you do that, what do you get as the answer there?
6,400. Sorry,
Uh,
1,000.
n-
Sorry, 1,600.
all right, cool. The 1,600. Tell me, so 20% of the 8,000 would be 1,600. And in order to work out what she would pay, we would take away that amount, the discount, from the 8,000, leaving you with 6,400 to pay. All right. Now, one last question. Instead of saying 8,000 by 20%, which is 20 over 100, as said by Bray, tell me, what is the discount rate for 8,000 divided by 20%?
Sorry, 20% is 1/5.
Very good. So I could also say 8,000 multiplied by 1/5, and I would still get 1,600, okay? Or $1,600, that being the discount. And then afterwards, we would take it away. All right, guys, time well spent. Time well spent. Thank you very much for your participation there. Thank you, guys. All right, so let's close out now. Let's see who are the people who are here. I see Forbes, right? Tessan, Leon, Blair, Mills, Hassan. All right, 876 Gaming, and our friend here, Isami from Canada, Charity. I see Hope, and all of you guys. I want you to continue your preparations for your exam, which is a few days away. All right. Continue working hard and continue striving for excellence. Take care, and I'll see you in our next episode. Bye, guys.